I've arrived in Denmark. So Dublin was a bit stressful, so I didn't really film anything. It was kind of a chaotic mess and a lot of tears because I got split up earlier than I thought and didn't get to say goodbyes. And anyway, now I have like 15 minutes until boarding starts for my flight to Norway. Hello and good evening. My name is Bianca. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am just now starting the vlog, but I've done some clips from the airport, but it has been one busy day. We stayed up all night last night at our little house in Belfast, and now it is 9 p.m. and I'm in Norway. It's honestly been a really rough day. Just figuring things out for the first time in a new country has been really challenging, and I'm really exhausted. It's also just been, grieving the loss of something that I've held really near and dear for the last 3 months. And so there's a lot of emotions, but tomorrow I'm very excited because I'm going to the house that my grandma grew up in. And so this has been a dream of mine since I was a kid. And so today was a little more emotional, but I think tomorrow will be really good.
Some of these things are from this farm.
So I've just arrived at the Haaheim Gaard, which was my grandma's house when she lived in Norway, and it has now been turned into a hotel. So I'm in the old dining room where my grandma grew up, which is so crazy. And then in the video I took prior, her room is the one that's labeled number 3. I'll show you guys my view and just the room, and I'm just so happy to be here. I've dreamed about this literally all my life, and it just doesn't even feel real. Okay, so you can see all the beautiful mountains. It's just so pretty. And then this is my room. It's the old dining room here. And then this here is the bathroom, which is so crazy nice. So this room right here would have been my grandma's. That would have been her brother's, her parents, and then I think this one originally would have been her sister's, but it's now closed off, and an attached bathroom to that room. And here is the little church at the hotel. It has the coolest thing inside. I can't wait to show you guys. This little boat up here was built in 1936 or 7 by my great uncle Johannes and my great grandfather Christopher. I'm just out for a little walk. There's this beautiful creek and just amazing landscapes. So I don't really know if I'm just walking. I think the town might be a little too far before dinner, but I'm just enjoying it. That up there on the hillside is my grandma's house. These are some of our family pictures that they have hanging around, which is so cool. Here is the outfit of the day. My family is on their way to pick me up, and we're gonna go to my family's farm.
And that. Yes, and now you see things like, you see that. Here's no connect. Oh, yeah. Okay.
I am ready for another beautiful day here in Tysnes. So here is the outfit for the day: purse, docks, trench coat. It's snowing. Hello, it is Thursday. I just got back from touring around the chocolate shop, the old bakery, and then we went to my great-great-grandfather's farm. Took some back roads, saw the prayer house my great-grandma went to every single day, and it was a long drive. I can't imagine walking there. But now it's snowing out, which is so beautiful. But I'm also realizing how necessary and restful this trip has been, because especially without a car, it takes like 45 minutes to walk down this hillside or mountain. I don't really know what it would be called. Just to get to like the church and the shops, or even further into town. And so we're pretty high up in these mountains without really much to do, and it's been amazing. At first I felt a little guilty that I was just like sitting here writing, which hello is what I love to do. So I've just been writing poetry and hanging out, and it's been so good. I had a beautiful lunch, and now I'm going to go walk the grounds, and I'm gonna take my poetry book and a notebook. And I don't really know what I'm going to write, but I'm going to focus on writing. Hello and happy Friday from Tysnes, Norway. So I wanted to come for like a very short, easy hike, and I found a place with instructions and like very easily laid out. It wasn't a very hard hike. And unfortunately, the directions were a little too vague for me. It was like, turn left at the cabin, head west on this road, go to the forest road. And just like when you're not really from the area, some of those things just don't make sense. But I stayed on the path the whole time. I got to a place where I felt like it wasn't safe to continue because it was like this forest, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get lost. So I'm heading back. We didn't reach the summit of the mountain, but that's okay. I would rather be safe. And it was about 45 minutes up, so just heading back now. I could see all of these houses that were around right now, so I must have been someone over there, but I don't know where. Instead of hiking a mountain, I'm going to pull up my poetry book and sit in front of this beautiful creek by the little well house and write. It is my last full day here in Norway, so I leave tomorrow. My flight isn't until I think like 6 p.m, but I'm gonna have to get over to Bergen and be at the airport 2 hours early, of course. So I'm actually going to plan for all that today because I have no idea bus times or ferry times or anything like that. But I'm going to actually start the day, I had breakfast already. But I'm going to walk down to the church my grandparents used to be a part of. But the guy who owns this hotel told me that they got rid of their graves. And I don't know if that's a cultural thing or what, but it seems a little weird to me. But I'm gonna go look anyway, but trying not to expect much. So I was just about to leave because the weather app said clear conditions, a little bit cloudy, and now it's snowing. So, I'm gonna wait a little bit. Just hang out. Being here, I've learned so much family history, but I feel like I've also finally kind of gotten an insight to why my grandma might have wanted to leave. And I feel like I've learned a lot about her as a person, even though I'll never know like what exactly went on inside her head. And I've just seen a whole new side of her, even though she's not here to show it to me. Because obviously when I knew my grandma, she was older and frail, but like, she was only 2 years older than me when she came to America. And so like just the struggles I've had and the frustrations I've had solo traveling as a girl, like, and being in a different country for just a few days where I don't speak the language and don't know the culture in full, like, I can only imagine how much more so she had to be brave. And it gives me a way deeper appreciation for her as a person. Also, isn't this, with the water and the trees and the mossy rocks, just so magical? So I found my great-grandpa's. I just cleaned it off a little bit, took off all the moss, but I don't know if his wife was buried somewhere else or if they just don't have her name on it, but this is pretty cool. I'm currently hiking back up the mountainside, and a couple things. We did find the grave of my great-grandfather and one of my great-uncles and his wife, so that was exciting. And also, the weather here changes like on a dime. It was snowing while I was at the cemetery, and then now it's so hot, like I had to take off my jacket, so I don't know, but... Also, look at how pretty that snow-covered mountain is. I just built an itinerary for tomorrow. It's going to be busy and a lot of different forms of transportation. I'm getting on a ferry to get on a bus, to get on a train, to get on a plane, to get on another bus. It's a lot, okay? I know. And I'm giving myself a ton of time to, like, in between, because I don't really have any plans, and I'd rather be sitting in the airport doing nothing than sitting here doing nothing. Plus, there isn't anywhere here to get, like, souvenirs, and I don't want a ton of souvenirs, but I think I want a hat. But we'll see. We'll see how that all works out. Today is Sunday, April 30th. Have all of my luggage, my backpack. Let's go back to the airport now. Thank you all so much for coming with me to Tysnes, Norway, and closing out my semester abroad. It was truly wonderful, and I hope you'll join me for the next vlog. Bye.